So we seem to spend our lives trying to make our lives work. Only to come to see that they never were our lives in the first place. That we were never separate from this thing that we call life. Not for one moment. And that life lives itself, and always has done. And there's only ever what's happening. That's all there ever is what's happening now. Present smells and sounds, and the heart beating, and breathing happening, and thoughts arising out of nowhere, dissolving back into nowhere. Everything just happens, it happens, and there's always someone who bursts into laughter at some point. It's so fun. It's great. Laughter is the best medicine. That there's only what's happening. So these sounds are happening. And they're being registered, they're being heard, without you having to do anything. And effortlessly this room is being seen, without you having to do anything. This effortless appearance of life, now, 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 and now. And it asks nothing of you. It never has. So these sounds are happening, the sound of this voice. Effortlessly it's being heard, and the mind comes in and goes, I'm hearing, I'm doing it. And thoughts are arising out of nowhere. You can't predict your next thought. And the mind comes in and goes, I'm thinking, I'm doing it. And breathing's happening effortlessly, in and out. And the mind comes in and goes, I'm doing it. I'm breathing. Me, 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 me. So there always seems to be this me at the center of my life, in charge of everything, doing everything. This a me that's somehow separate from life. And we talk about me and my life as if it was something that we had. You know, we believe that we're separate people. We're individuals, with pasts and futures. I'm an individual, you're an individual, she's an individual. These separate entities, separate me's going about the world. And as separate individuals, it seems that all we can do really is seek. There seems to be this endless seeking game that we like to play. This incessant search for something more than this. This never seems to be enough. What's happening never seems to be enough. And that's where the seeking begins. This isn't enough. I want more, or less. Because at the root of the separate individual is separation. The assumption of separation. So at the root, really, of everything the individual does or doesn't do is separation, right at the root of it, right at the heart of it. And the moment you have separation, you have the longing to return home. The longing to end the separation. This is really the the search of a lifetime, is the attempt to end the separation and find oneness, unity, wholeness, completion, whatever you want to call it. God. And that this search plays itself out in a million different ways. In the material world, it manifests as the search for, more money. That's a big one. More status. A nicer car. Better relationships. More friends. Improved self-esteem. It's really the search to be someone in the world. We so desperately want to be someone in the world, to make our life work, make our lives work. And often the material world doesn't satisfy. We might turn to spiritual teachings. And the goals shift. Instead of more money or a better job, the goals shift and they become, what do we want? We want enlightenment, awakening, more presence, more awareness, a different state of consciousness, spiritual experiences. We never seem to be able to come to a rest here, where we are. And really the whole thing is the search for oneness. And of course, in the attempt to find oneness, which we never lost in the first place, we apparently lose it. Of course, we never really lost it at all, because we never had it. It was always staring us in the face. And the secret of spiritual awakening or liberation, or whatever you want to call it, is really staring us in the face.